Okay, what's up, fam? Just giving the update on my current status. Let me see if I can look at my little notes here that I wrote down real quick. I am currently 8 weeks. I don't know if I said 6 weeks on the last video, but I am currently on my 8th week post-op. My surgery was originally on March 20th, and I'm currently 8 weeks post-op. My procedure that I had performed was a liposuction, I guess we'll call it 360, or maybe more apt to be a lipo contouring 360, with a fat transfer or a fat graft to the upper pulse of the bosom, with the primary procedure, which is the breast reduction. Make it a little bit longer. Primarily I went in, or my goal was to get the breast reduction done. That was something that I have been planning on having done for probably the last 10, 15 years. Anybody that knows me, I would say that I did not want to be carrying around my breast like on my walker when I'm in my golden ages. I didn't want to deal with, my boobs. So like with my boobs, as soon as they started growing, they were never up there. They were never perky. As soon as they grew, they went down. So I never really was into my boobs. I didn't find them to be part of my, appeal or anything. I didn't try to dress them up or put them out there like that. It was always something like I was hiding. In order for me to live my best life, I figured after I have my kids, um, breastfed them and everything, it's time for them to go because they've served their purpose. It's time for me to get my itty bitty titty committee on. I decided to get that done after failed attempts at having baby number three. Since that didn't work out and I still had the short-term disability I was paying for, I said I might as well go ahead and get this reduction done and utilize that money I've been paying out. So signed up, went to my doctor, my primary doctor, did a virtual call, and I said my shoulder grooves, showed how big they were, um, and she's like, okay, you're good for it. We have some doctors here in network. Do you want to, consult with them before, trying to go outside the network and possibly having to reimburse through insurance, and probably not at the percentage rate that I would have got in network. So like, okay, sure. So she referred me to a plastic surgeon that was under my plan. Visited with him, and got good vibes. Good vibes. I didn't feel uncomfortable, and had a good attitude and everything. Had a good bedside manner. Explained the procedure. He kind of said offhand, it wasn't like trying to sell me up or anything. He just, quoted me, the breast reduction, the coverage, and what to look for. And kind of said offhand, like, you have like lower volume at the top, and after the reduction, it may not look, as perky as you would want, or maybe be aesthetically pleasing towards most people. But that's just the outcome that you may look into having afterwards. So I was like, okay, so I'll do a part two after this.
Okay, so as I was saying, the plastic surgeon, very good bedside manner. And to further explain, like, what he was saying about the low volume, some people may not understand that one. When you have boobs, like, they come out and gravity brings them down. When you have very big boobs, they come out, gravity brings them down. Mine came out, gravity brought them down, and all the tissue, like this is my chest wall. Some people may have, tissue here, and, if they got a reduction, they'll just take some skin and tuck everything kind of up. With my boobs, gravity brought them down. All the tissue was mostly here, and the rest of this was like mostly skin. Like there was no volume here. So it's kind of like, if I cover this up, it was like, I'll be flat chested. So he's like, the potential of, after they remove the amount of tissue, with the insurance covering it, they expect it for it to be deemed medically necessary that you'll be removing a certain percentage of tissue. And after removing that certain percentage of tissue, you may be just left with a empty bag of skin, kind of on your chest. And looking at some other pictures of reductions that I was seeing and, some of the Facebook groups and things of before and afters, the afters and the people that were mainly like disappointed with their reduction, seem to be running into that issue of, not liking the look of the boobs, or the breast after, the tissue was removed. Doing a little bit of research, and I looked at his Instagram, and I saw some other procedures that he was doing with the augmentation, I guess they would call it, when you use your own tissue to enhance yourself. Like some people will get like their implants taken out, and they're replaced with their own tissue. It may take a flap or a grafting of tissue from their stomach or whatever the areas, and have it placed in there for added volume for the implant. But since I still had some volume that after I did tissue those needed to be removed, I still need some more for the upper portion because there's no tissue in my upper portion. So I gave him a call to inquire, like, would I be a good candidate for that, to have, fat grafting done from other portion of my body to be placed there. Now, that's considered cosmetic, so that's going to be out of pocket. But they did give me a hookup with a discount because I was doing a combo. So it was a little bit cheaper for that part.
What was I going to say? Oh, something else I had noticed also from the Facebook groups was that a lot of the ladies post procedure were all of a sudden, since their big boobs were gone, they noticed, hey, I got big stomach too. So now I have to go start working out to get rid of the big stomach so that I can really showcase my smaller boobs. So that's another thing that will be captured with the fat transfer, is that now going in primarily until like my pre op appointment, I wasn't even concentrating on the liposuction aspect of the procedure. I was just like all about the boobs. Then I go to my pre-op appointment and my doctor's telling me about, you need to get these garments. Yeah, so after post-op, you gotta get this 360 foam. You don't need like the triangle. You don't need like, you're gonna need like an app or whatever. But that's gonna be included with this 360 garment I wanted to get, and as well as your compression garment. And he told me what type of garments to get, and I'm like spacing out because I'm like, I'm not prepped for the garment talk. I didn't know about that because I'm all, prepping for breast reduction. So now I had to go on, my uh, research mode afterwards. So I'm all, I say, send me the links because I need to look this stuff up. So I was completely um, unprepared for that. So I'm thinking, you know, most times when I'm going out for things, for me not to obsess in over it, um, my expectations are, I don't have expectations. I just want a good result, and I put on you, doctor, to give me a good result. And I don't want to have an expectation, or I did get some pictures of some before and afters of other people that had like similar procedures on how they looked afterwards, and so I have an understanding of what to expect, like worst case scenario. But I must say that this surgeon, he went, in my book, above and beyond. Like looking at other people's pictures, um, he went above and beyond. Looking at my body before versus now, above and beyond. Like, uh, I was thinking like he would just go in and do a little bit lipo. I got plenty of fat. He'll just get in a little bit on the front or whatever, and just put it up there, and I'll just basically look the same but smaller boobs with like perkier onset. But he must have went in there and went bananas because after swelling went down,